This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Happy Sunday. I'm NOHELANI GRAF with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We want to start with the latest on the coronavirus vaccine. Over 270,000 people have gotten the Pfizer vaccine so far. And as of Saturday, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is reporting just 6 serious allergic reactions to that vaccine. In one of the severe cases, the CDC did say the person may have had a history of severe allergic reactions to vaccines. None of the other cases had any known allergic reactions to vaccines, medications, or food beforehand. Of the 6 people, most of them were also treated right there at the hospital, and all of the patients were under the age of 65. Meantime, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices has voted to recommend MODERNA's COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use. The recommendation passed with 11 members voting in favor of using it for people ages 18 and older here in the United States. 3 committee members, however, did vote no. Meantime, CDC Director Dr. Robert Redfield is expected to accept the committee's recommendation by the end of the weekend, and Arizona could end up getting about 120,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine as early as Monday. Meantime, Congress is racing to try and reach a final agreement on COVID-19 relief. That package would extend unemployment benefits as well as increase assistance to businesses and send a new round of stimulus checks to most American taxpayers. Congress, though, has until the end of Sunday night to finalize this package. Both sides do say a deal is close, but there's one significant hurdle. It's the language proposed by Republican Senator Pat Toomey that would block the Biden administration from relaunching several expiring lending programs once he takes office. Officials say a vote could happen as early as Sunday afternoon, so we'll keep track of that on ABC15.com. Food banks in the Valley have been working overtime to help countless numbers of families during this challenging year, serving more than ever before. St. Mary's Food Bank telling us they expect the demand for their services to be extremely high during the last 2 weeks of the year especially. The organization saying that their location near 35th Avenue in Thomas will stay open every day with the exception of Christmas and New Year's Day to serve anyone who is in need from anywhere in this state. We're also just 5 days away from Christmas now, and millions of Americans are hitting the refresh button, checking in on those holiday packages and whether or not they made it in time for the holiday. This year, the U.S. Postal Service and shipping committees have already had an avalanche of orders because of the pandemic. And then you add that to the seasonal holiday rush that already happens to get billions of packages delivered. And there is a storm burying some parts of the East Coast with more than 3 feet of snow. So major shipping carriers are now issuing warnings to customers.
She said, I can guarantee it's not going to get there in 2 days.
FedEx saying all of these events might cause delivery delays. The U.S. Postal Service saying a temporary employee shortage is also leading to their delays. And the USPS is facing some challenges with airlifts and trucking to move this historic volume of mail. Finally, some good news, especially for fans of cruise zoo lights. The Phoenix Zoo opening up nearly 100 more spots for their event. Cruise zoo lights is offered on select nights. The new tickets are for later in the evening. Vehicles will enter the zoo from 9 until 9:30 at night. Tickets are available on the zoo's website, and Zoo Lights and Cruise Zoo Lights does run until January 31st. Here's a look at that most accurate forecast for your Sunday. A chilly start to the morning in the 30s and 40s, but by 9, we're starting to work our way into the 50s, warming just a little faster today than we did on Saturday. By lunchtime, we'll be in the 60s already and crossing over into the 70s by the middle of the afternoon. That official forecast high is 71 today, but we'll see variations of that, give or take a degree or two across the valley, with just a few spots staying in the 60s. Upper 40s, low 50s in areas like Flagstaff and Show Low today, warming into the 60s in Sedona with some light breezes across northern Arizona, around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Can't rule out the occasional gust closer to 15 miles an hour, though. Official start of winter is Monday, but our forecast in the valley will be warm, 75 that forecast high, and then our temperatures cool back down into the mid 60s by the middle of the week and holding as we get through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but staying dry. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, remember you can always check in on ABC15.com or make it easy. Get our ABC15 app right on your cell phone. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.